Welcome to the Art of Money Podcast with Art McPherson.
And this is the Art of Money Podcast with Art McPherson and Luke McCarty, artofmoneyradio.com for more information on the McPherson Financial Group or to schedule that initial complimentary consultation. We appreciate you listening. Now, let's get to the show.
I got a heart like a truck. It's been drugged through the mud.
This is like date night music when Luke McCarty and his wife finally get to go out on a date. Get a baby.
I wouldn't call it date night music. This makes me want a new Dodge Mega Cab Ram. So that marketing worked. This song makes me think of a Dodge truck, just like the TV commercial.
I'm sure your wife appreciates that you don't want to go on a date with her either. So there you go.
I do in my new Dodge Ram.
Does it fit, though? The Mega Cab, will it fit 3 car seats?
Oh. If the F-150 fits 3 car seats.
Oh, then definitely.
You got to go outside and look. I have 2 in there right now. They are side to side. They are arm to arm. It's great.
And if not, it's an 8-foot bed. So they still got plenty
of kids in the back.
No, they're not old enough for that yet.
I'm just saying. 321.
Only one's getting close.
425-8550. Welcome back to the Art of Money with Art McPherson. Lainey Wilson, do you hear the news last week? Obviously, singer-songwriter, country superstar, but she plays Abby in Yellowstone. That Yellowstone done at the end of season 5.
I heard that. So they are done. That's it. That's going to be the last.
So the news came out that they said that Kevin Costner's character was going to be offed in season 5. And then about a month later, they came back and said, we're just kidding. The whole show's done this season.
Spoiler alert.
But they said they're going to, for the fans who are all up in arms, they're going to have another spinoff of Yellowstone. And did you see he was going to star in that one?
No.
Matthew McConaughey.
He's a good one.
Yeah, I'll take
That'd be fun.
Yeah, he does a good, like Taylor Sheridan, who does all these 1883 and 1923. He got Tim McGraw in that 1883 one. So, I mean, I think a lot of people have trust in him.
I mean, he's making a killing because he's renting his ranches out for this movie. I mean, they're his, and it's his movie. But
are you serious?
Yeah, I think those are his. Some of that land, some they're renting out, and then the cattle, like he rents. Someone's got to pay for that.
Good for him. I ain't mad at him.
So I guess who's paying for it? Paramount?
Good. Yep. Gracious. And I hope he charges them a premium. Hey, speaking of Lainey Wilson, we had the opportunity to sit down with a country superstar and talk about a bunch of topics. We talked about, surrounding yourself with people you trust and the story of Yellowstone. If you subscribe to the Art of Money podcast, you can hear more. But I want you to hear this clip. Here's Lainey talking about setting and keeping goals.
Oh my gosh, for me, it's been a lot of switching gears. I mean, I moved to Nashville in my camper trailer in 2011, and I lived in that camper for 3 years. I knew that eventually I was going to find my place in country music. I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like, but I knew that songwriting was the love of my life and country music was too. So I felt like I had no other option. I felt like it kind of chose me, and It was like, you're going to do this no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if it took me 30 years. And here we are. I mean, 12 years later, it's been little stepping stones, big stepping stones, and then those get removed, and then I have to switch gears and figure something else out. But it's been keeping my eye on the road and keeping my blinders on and not worrying about what it looks like for everybody else. This is my journey.
When building a plan, Art McPherson, Luke McCarty, how often do you have to change people's goals, or how often does a client say, I need to reset my goals?
Well, basically, one of the things we do automatically when they become a client of ours is we set the preliminary goals, and then we set all of their website information up so that it tracks exactly what they're doing. So the withdrawals they're taking every month, the income we're making on the portfolio every month, all that tracks together. So they get a snapshot, kind of a running 20, 25-year look forward of where we are today and where we're going to be, and make sure they're on track. So we're always updating that every day. Actually, it updates, and our clients, anytime they log into our website, they can see exactly where they fall. So they know, they basically have a good idea. And then when they come in to do a review, we'll really go over, where do we stand? How was last year versus this year? What do we kind of see going forward? Is the market overperforming? Is it underperforming? Where do we see things falling? And then just how to position assets, or, can we do things to reposition some things to get better returns? And just show them exactly, what they're currently doing. Sometimes we'll talk about, giving them a pay raise. They've been taking X dollars a month out, and we want to give them a little bit more because now that money has grown. So the same percentage, we can take the same percentage from a higher value.
Luke McCarty, we talk about that complimentary consultation, that initial meeting. And when you meet with somebody for the first time, what is the most common number one goal that pre-retirees have?
Can I retire? That's number one. So it really depends what your current budget is, what your assets are, what your expenses are, what do you have a pension, what's your Social Security look like? And that standpoint, it's kind of just math. But what people don't realize is how much income could be produced from their portfolio. So we have, a lot of engineers here on the Space Coast, and they have their big spreadsheets. And I must admit, some are even better than mine. But we pay for software to not have to manipulate Excel as much as they do. And we come back with, no, we think we can produce this amount of income from your portfolio. And it tends to be higher because of what they've projected versus what we've projected. And we also incorporate inflation and things like that in there that can be harder to do, from a binary number in Excel. So I would say, can I retire? What does that look like?
And to bring back up Yellowstone and Kevin Costner and this season being over, remember how you said, I hope he's getting a pretty penny?
A premium, Taylor Sheridan from Paramount, yeah.
Well, do you remember the line in about season 4, I believe it was, when Kevin Costner's talking to Beth and he says, we're going to have to lease the land and it's going to cost us $1 million. And she said, okay, we can do that. And he goes, no, a month. That might have been a little bit of a hint.
So do you think maybe the reason they're ending Yellowstone has just gotten too expensive to produce?
Possibly.
Maybe Kevin Costner is just...
Or he just might be tired.
Too much money.
Well,
he's tired.
He just announced he's getting divorced too. So I would think that, unless
that might be a one right there.
Well, I thought just the opposite. I thought if he's getting divorced, I don't know if they have a prenup. Yeah, he might need to do another season or two.
You got to make your income look smaller this year. Oh, that's horrible.
Maybe there's just a pause. And then we'll have a Kevin Costner out of retirement ceremony, and all of a sudden we'll have season 6.
He comes back as Matthew McConaughey.
Thanks for listening. Want more from Art McPherson of McPherson Financial Group? Find us online at artofmoneyradio.com. We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Securities offered through World Equity Group, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Investment advisory services offered through ProStatus Group, LLC. McPherson Financial Group and ProStatus Group, LLC are separate entities and are not owned or controlled by World Equity Group, Inc. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Investment financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. Art McPherson is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Arthur McPherson. Florida Insurance License number A174. 725.
Today's show has been a work of art.